Hi everybody, it's Daphne and you're very welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming to spend some of your time with me today. I'm going to talk about my March favourites today, and these are the things that I've been enjoying over the last few weeks when we've been on, well, from mid-March we were on more or less on lockdown. A little bit of a mix of makeup and hair care, just a little mix, and some lifestyle things as well. And as you can see, I'm in my casuals again because we are at home all the time. So this was actually a sweatshirt that or a hoodie, whatever you want to call it, that I bought from Boohoo. And I don't know if I'll be able to show you, but it's a long line. If I kneel up maybe, you can see it's a long, I'm not showing you very well, but it's a long, I think we'll just leave that. It's just a long hoodie and it covers a multitude, so it comes down over your derriere and kind of not quite mid-thigh length, but almost. So it's not too heavy, but it's comfy, cozy, and I think it was less than €20 because Boohoo had a sale. But yeah, so it's just nice and comfy. I thought it was going to be, it's actually coming off a more blush colour on camera, but in real life it's kind of more a peachy colour. So I thought it was going to be more a blush, but it's fine. So that's why I'm still wearing casuals today. So I'm going to start with a little bit of makeup, very, very, very little, because I haven't been wearing makeup every day, but I'm trying to make myself wear it. But these are two of the things that I've really been enjoying, and you've heard me mention these before because I've been going through my stash and picking out things that I haven't used for a while. And I don't think I've used these since, for quite a while. And this is the Clinique Chubby Stick. It's the Sculpting Contour. And this is the Chubby Stick it's the Cheek Colour Balm. And this one the colour is Robust Rhubarb. So it's a lovely peachy one. I actually have it on today. And this is Curvy Contour. So it's kind of like a bronzer come contour, but they're both twisty, nice colour, easy to work with. It's not too dark, blends out really well, and I've put it here and a little up here and a little under here, and I did a little on my nose as well. Very easy to blend, so that's been a favourite. Very quick as well if you're in a hurry. And the colour of this, I have mentioned these many times before. It's a beautiful peachy shade, and again, you can sheer it out or you can intensify it. So I've really been enjoying those. That's really all for makeup. But because we're all washing our hands so much these days, and using hand sanitizer, the skin on our hands is getting very, very dry, and I've noticed it very much. Now, I'm actually not as bad as I thought I would be, because generally in the wintertime my hands are in a terrible state, and I generally don't like my hands because I used to be a teacher, and I taught in the days when we used blackboards and chalk, and I always felt that the chalk really did something to the skin, particularly on my right hand because I'm right-handed, but my hands used to dry out, and still do, really, really badly, to the extent that I would, my knuckles would crack, and along here as well, and I could be bleeding. Now I had a little during the week, but so I've not been as bad as I thought I was going to be. I really thought with this incessant hand washing I'd be in a terrible state, but I have been using Norwegian Formula hand cream. This is the unscented version, and it's the concentrated hand cream. Now this is nearly out, but they say you only need a tiny little bit, but I find that I need a little bit more than they recommend. I just find that my hands can be so dry I need to put extra on, but it is a lovely cream. I mean, it's so well known and it really does work. It kind of puts a barrier on your hands as well. So I would use it mainly at night. I have a hand cream downstairs in my kitchen, so I'd use that if I was, washing my hands downstairs. But this I kind of keep for nighttime, and it really is good. I have a lotion because I've been really trying to work through products for the shower that I've used bits out of. So I've really been trying to use up those particular things, and I have an empties video coming fairly soon, but this is one of the things that I've really enjoyed, and if you've watched me before, you'll know that when it comes to body lotions and things, I really prefer an oil, but this has kind of changed my mind, and this is the Superdrug Vitamin E Skincare All Over Body Cream with Moonstone Extract, rich in natural vitamin E, high in antioxidants, defends the skin against environmental damage, 12-hour moisture. So it's a big tub. There is, how much is in it? 465 mils in that, supporting the Marie Curie Foundation. But it's a lovely cream, and I do put it on obviously after my shower, and I've used a lot. It's not too thick. It's not greasy really, so it rubs in, and it's absorbed fairly quickly. Probably the driest part of my body would be the fronts of my shins and my calves. They'd be very dry, and I find it really helps with that. It doesn't leave your skin sticky or greasy, so I shower at night. If I put this on, I can put my PJs on straight away. So I highly recommend that. It was not expensive. I think it was less than €5 or thereabouts. I will be purchasing another one. I'd say that will be gone fairly soon. A scent that I've really been enjoying, and I've pulled this out again, is a Victoria's Secret, and it's the scent Night. You see that there? Just as a quick spritz, I put it on. I kind of stand and put it on generally, so some of it clings to my clothes, and I've had lovely comments on that. Compliments. My husband actually said it this morning. That's a lovely scent, so I've really been enjoying that. And then for hair care, these are a new find now. These are, let's see, which is this one? This is the shampoo, and this is the conditioner, and they are from Primark, but it's a collaboration between Primark and Andrew Fitzsimons, who is a celebrity hairdresser, but he's Irish. He is the hairdresser to the Kardashians, and he has done this collaboration with Penneys or Primark. And when this was launched, he was here in Dublin, and he did several interviews, and he was talking about the fact that he wanted to make a luxury brand and a luxury range that was available to everybody, not just at not just high prices. So as you can see, these were $4.50 each, and this is volumizing, and I have to say I have really been enjoying these. There's also a mask to go with this range, and there's another range as well. I think he does one for colored hair, and there might be one other one as well, but there's hair masks, there's hairspray, there's volumizing mists, and so on. But these two I can recommend. I really have been enjoying them. The shampoo is a lovely shampoo. The conditioner is a lovely light conditioner. I would feel that maybe occasionally I'd like to use the mask, which I haven't tried yet, but I can highly recommend these, and they're really good prices. And if you have a Primark or a Penneys near you, well, I know they're closed at the moment, but yeah, and they do last well. So that's the hair care and the body care and the makeup. Now, I have been suffering from dry eyes recently. I think it's just from being indoors so much. And when I'm reading at night, the longer I'm reading, I'm just feeling that my eyes are getting very dry. I do wear reading glasses. So I asked my chemist what would they recommend. So this is called Artelac Nighttime Gel. And that's it there. It's a small enough little tube. So you put this in, obviously, as it says, at nighttime, but I think you could use it during the day. Now, it is quite thick, but it has made such a difference. I don't know if you'll be able to see the consistency. It's quite thick. It has made such a difference to the dry eye syndrome, and yeah, that's just, it's made my eyes more comfortable at night, because I was finding that as I was reading they were getting drier, but when I went to sleep they were still very dry. So as I was moving around, I was conscious of the fact that my eyes were dry, so that has really helped that. Now, some other things. I have been listening to a lot of podcasts recently. And some of the podcasts that I've been listening to, I have notes written here, they're mainly beauty oriented. So there's one called Outspoken Beauty, and there's one called The Glow Up. That's an Irish one, and they're just fun to listen to. There's one called At Home With, and that's hosted by Lily Pebbles and Anna Newton, I think is her name, but Lily Pebbles I think was a YouTuber. There's one called Breaking Beauty, and there's one called The Beauty Podcast, and that's with Sally Hughes, who's I think she's a beauty editor. But you can just, you'll find podcasts on most things that you would be interested in relation to beauty. And I actually was very surprised that I was able to find as much as I could. I know At Home With, they spent some time with Lisa Eldridge, and she spoke about her, how she got into the beauty industry and the makeup artistry industry and so on, and just a little insight into her life and her influences and so on. And so you're learning about different products. There's a lot of podcasts that where they talk to celebrities, so you hear about what their favorite products are, their skincare regimes, that kind of thing. So it's just a distraction at this time, and I tend to listen to them at night and while I'm falling asleep. Really spending time with family has been so important at the moment, because if you've watched me before, I have 6 children, so there's 8 of us in the house. Now, they're not small children, some of them are adult children, but my youngest is 12. So we're all together, and that can be challenging at times, but I'm really trying to make an effort to spend some quality time with them. And the other day I did manicures for my girls, and actually for one of my boys as well. Obviously didn't do the nail polish, but he enjoyed that whole experience. And I've promised them facials, so they're all excited about that. And I've just been enjoying the slower pace of life, because I think sometimes life is too fast, and it doesn't need to be. And I think this is teaching us to stop and literally smell the flowers and relax and take a slower pace. I've been reading a lot as well, but 2 that I've really been enjoying. This one I have actually finished. It's The Librarian by Sally Vickers. She wrote Miss Garnet's Angel, and it's about a young woman who goes to a little town in England called, I think it's set post-war, post-Second World War, and she goes to a little market town in England called Eastmole, and she takes up the position as children's librarian, and she becomes involved with a local married doctor and the scandal that goes along with that. So that's a good read. This one I haven't quite finished yet, but I'll show you. I am that far into it. It's a good big read as well. This is by Kate Morton, and it's called The Secret Keeper, and it's about an actress called Laurel who when she was 16 witnessed a dreadful event with her, something her mother didn't even realise that she had witnessed, and it's tracing back the story and what led to that event and so on. So it's kind of told in differing, going back and forth between sort of 1930s, 1940s, 1960s and 2011. That's really, really good. I'm really enjoying that. So yeah, reading, and that's proven to be very relaxing. So let me know what you've been enjoying and what you've been doing to fill your time, and I hope you've enjoyed this. Please give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye.